Let's start the interview now. Tell me something about yourself.
Okay, Eva, let me introduce myself. My name is Jaden Kim. In English name, I'm working for Samsung SDS. I have been working here about 20 years. Actually, I was just a developer back then when I was a junior. Now I changed our role in our company from developer to the planner. I make some company corporate strategy and making making reports and documents for our CEO and CFO. And I have uh, two kids and my wife. Mm, I live in the southern part of Seoul, Yongin area. It is very clean city and have very beautiful scenery. Uh, this is all about myself. Thank you.
I would like to ask you about how people in your country dress. What kind of clothes do they wear? Tell me about fashion styles in your country in as much detail as possible.
Okay, Eva. Fashion style in Korea? Oh, it's good question. Let's go for it. In terms of fashion in Korea, um, actually, I think it's nothing particular with the other Western countries. I mean, we just wear suit and trousers in our office time, and when I was in the weekend, I just wear t-shirts and blue jeans for my when I have uh, outdoor activities. And speaking of my kids, my kids is a middle school students. He wears the uniforms when he goes to the school. Mm, Actually, I did not wear the school uniforms back then, but nowadays most students wear uniforms. Mm, Actually, nothing particular in the wearing compared to the Western countries. Mm, and one point is that we wear many clothes because we have four seasons clearly. We can divide into four seasons named spring, summer, winter, and fall. And due to that, we have many clothes for winter wear and summer wear. Many kind of clothes we wear. This is the story about my country about clothing. Thank you.
Fashion is always changing. Tell me about the kinds of clothes that were popular when you were younger. What did the styles look like? How are they different from what is popular now?
Okay, about fashion changes? It's a good question. Let's go for it. When it comes to the fashion, mm, when I was a little, I wear caps. Mm, I mean, when I was in the university students, people liked to wear caps, the, some kind of baseball cap. Mm, So most of the young persons and university students or high school students they wear caps mm, in various colors. But fashion trends have changed a lot over the years. I mean, nowadays people do not wear those kind of cap or hat. I think it is a natural thing not to wear cap. I mean, nowadays we wear masks, so uh, it if we wear hat, it makes me very hot. Uh, Wearing mask and wearing hat together makes us very hot. So people tend not to wear those kind of cap. This is my opinion about the fashion changes. That's it.
Tell me about the last time you bought a new piece of clothing. What did you need and where did you find it? Were there any challenges or problems? Give me all the details.
Okay, Eva. The experience about buying clothes. Okay, I have to share some funny story about to you. Last week, I visited a department store with my wife because it was my birthday, and my wife suggested me to buy a new clothes for me. I visited the department store nearby my house. It is four-story building and they have many stores there. Mm, we visited one of the store. Maybe the store name was Levi's, the famous jeans store. Uh, we we chose and tried many clothes, but I couldn't find a very good uh, good jeans for me. I visited several times and I exchanged the clothes many times, but I couldn't find it. And the neighbor store, I couldn't recall the exact name, but I found very good jeans for me. The funny thing was happened that mm, the I mm, when I paid the jean, my wife and I did not have credit card or cashes, so we had to go back to my home and visit it again to buy the clothes. Mm, it was a memorable experience, so I could recall it very clearly. This is my story about buying clothes nowadays. Thank you.
You indicated in the survey that you go to bars. Describe one of your favorite bars that you usually visit. What does it look like? Why do you like to visit that bar? Please tell me everything about that place in detail.
About the bar that I visited, okay, let's go for it. Actually, I'm a little bit poor drinking beer and mm, alcoholic beverages. So whenever I visit the bar, I prefer to choose coffee. Mm, I used to visit some bar named ABC. That is the my favorite place to visit. The reason why I visit that place is the bar is the perfect spot for just sitting and relaxing, just listening to music alone. Mm, back then, I read books and I drank coffee and I think nothing. I'm just looking around there and enjoying my free time. This is the story about visiting bar. Thank you.
Do you remember the first bar you went to? When was it, and who did you go there with? What was so special about that bar? Was there something interesting happened that made that experience more special?
Oh, first visit to bar? Okay, good question. I will explain my mm, my mm, meeting with my wife. Let's go for it. When I was a university student, actually freshman, I visited the ABC bar for the first time. Mm, I had no chance to go there because I was a high school student. After graduating high school, I went to the university, and my friend took me to the bar for the first time. Mm, Back then, we planned to have a blind meeting there. Uh, we had 3 to 3 meeting there, and I met some very beautiful woman there. Mm, I talked to her again and again. And actually, we had a good relationship between us, and began, we have very good time. We had a very good time during the high school, university students. After graduating, we have married. This is the story of visiting the first time at bar. It was a good memory for us. Me and my wife. This is my story. Thank you.
Tell me about a memorable incident that happened at a bar. When was it? Who were you with? What exactly happened there? Was there something interesting going on? Why was it so special? Tell me everything about that day at the bar from the beginning to the end.
Oh, incident at the bar? Okay, let's go for it. I, as I mentioned before, I liked to visit the ABC bar alone. I When 1 month ago, I visited the bar as usual. I read books and drank coffee alone. Back then, maybe I listened to the music with my headphone, with wearing headphone and just relaxing and looking at the people, the packed of persons, people gathered, and they look happy. They looked happy, and I also happy situation. While sitting and relaxing, the power went out suddenly, so all the people were freaked out. Oh, we all of a sudden we some of them panicked and some cried, but the situation got peacefully quickly. I mean, the staffs in the bar lit a candle and shared the candle to the person nearby, the neighborhood person. So the atmosphere is very warm, and we looked each other this happening situation, but uh, it is a little bit frightening, but it was very happy memory for us. This is the incident at the bar. Thank you.
I would like to ask you about gatherings in your country. What do people in your country do when they get together? Where do they go? How do they normally celebrate their gatherings? Please tell me in detail.
Okay, Eva, gatherings in Korea? Okay, let's go for it. Mm, When it comes to the gathering, our family or friends meet some special holiday. Is so Christmas and the Thanksgiving Day. Mm, when speaking of the Christmas, we gathered and have a board game together. We play inside our home usually, and especially due to the pandemic, we can go outside with many persons. Government prohibit more than 5 persons gathering, so instead gather in our home and we play the board game. Mm, It is, it is very happy situation when we got the holiday or weekend. This is all about the gathering in Korea. Thank you.
Think about your last gathering. Who are you with? Where did you go? Please tell me about how you spent your day on your last gathering in as much detail as possible.
Okay, Eva, last gathering. Okay, I'll share my last gathering to visit my parents. About 1 month ago, I visited my parents' house because my father's birthday. We bought some gift for my father, and my wife and I visited my parents' house. Due to the pandemic, we cannot gather the many persons. It's a government regulation. So instead of visiting all our family, we just, me and my wife, we decide to visit, me and my wife and I. Actually, my father misses uh, their children very much, but we couldn't know way to meet together. Instead, we suggested my father to get vaccinated. And after vaccinated, we will meet again. So we just talk about this kind of dialogues happily, and we had lunch together, and we came back home. Mm, we we couldn't stay much longer. Also due to pandemic. So um, next uh, birthday, I hope to meet all of our family and my brother's family together uh, after mm, defeating the pandemic. This is our hope. That's it. Thank you.
Tell me about a memorable moment you had at a gathering. When was it? What kinds of gathering was it? What exactly happened on that day? Why was it memorable? Please tell me everything from the beginning to the end.
Memorable gatherings? Okay, let's go for it. When it comes to gathering that I memorize the best, is about the meeting with my friends. Last year and last holiday, last summer, we met together with my university friends and the family. Uh, all the members, about 20 persons, we gathered together and had a soccer together. Actually, we were played like we were university students. We played and ran and laughed, and was very happy time. But the weather was sunny at first, but it poured suddenly. Oh my God, we all full soaked, and guess what? We had no choice but going home. Mm, Even though we meet very not so long, but it was very happy moment and a memorable experience back then. This is about the memorable gathering for me. Thank you, Eva.
I'd like to give you a situation and ask you to act it out. You would like to buy a house to live in. Call one of the real estate agencies and ask 3 or 4 questions about buying a house to live in.
Hi there. This is Jaden Kim, living in Yongin area, and I want to move to your place. So I'd like some questions about the house that you prepared to sell. Please reply me as detailed as you can, please. I have some questions. First, mm, is the place close to the school? I have two kids. One is middle school students and second is elementary school students. So I'd like to move to a very close place to go to school easily. I want you to suggest a good place. And second, every day I commute by subway. How long does it take to the subway by walk on foot? I hope that this would be less than 10 minutes by foot. Uh, if we uh, if not, I do not prefer to move. And lastly, please, do you have many good apartment to sell with a reasonable price? I mean, the budget is limited for me, so I want you to suggest a good question within our budget. This is all about my question, and please reply to me the best suggest for us. That's my question. Thank you.
I'm sorry, but there is a problem you need to resolve. You have moved into the new house, but found out that one of the windows in your house was broken. Call the repair shop. Explain why you need to get a new window as soon as possible.
Hi there. This is Jaden. Is there the repairing shop? Okay, thank you. I'm living in the AAA district. I found that my window is broken, so I hope you visit my house as soon as possible. The reason is that the window broken, the position place is near the door. I mean, we can open the door easily using the broken window. So I think it is dangerous. Someone opened my door from outside. So, considering this my difficult situation, I hope you visit as soon as possible. Moreover, this is a very cold season, as you know. I mean, the winter is coming inside our house. Even though I turn on the heater very hot, but it's useless. So it is considering this wear. I also you to visit as soon as possible. Please visit our house and when can you come to my house? Please let me know your time to visit our place. Mm, Considering this, and I hope you meet soon. Thank you.
That's the end of the situation. Have you ever broken something at home? If so, what did you break? What exactly happened? How did you solve the problem? Please give me all the details from the beginning to the end.
Okay, Eva. The broken something? Oh, unhappily, I have to share the yesterday's event or occasion for in my house. Um, I came back home late, and actually I was a little bit tired yesterday. But I had to wash my our dishes because all the dishes are not cleaned. So preparing the following breakfast, I had to wash the dishes in the night time. I thought I was a little bit fatigued and tired, so I suddenly dropped the dishes, and the dish was broken. The sound was very big. The dish broken sound is very big. So all of our family gathered around us, but I did not let them come in, and I wrap it and throw it to the recycling center, garbage. Uh, this is my story about the broken dishes. It is just yesterday's event. That's it.
What are some hot products of services that people talk about these days? Why are they mentioned by people so often these days? Give me all the details.
Okay, Eva. Oh, hot products? Oh, I have to talk about this with cell phone. Let's go for it. When it comes to the hot products nowadays, it is of course mobile phone. we can do everything with mobile phones, such as listening to music, reading news, transporting a wire, and buying food. We can. I can't imagine without it. It is still hot products. Sometimes I wonder if we do not have these convenient tools. Moreover, the function is added, and, and most of the most of our daily life we can use it, and more the usage is increase. So I wonder, I'm very curious about how this cell phone evolved in the end. Maybe the size is bigger, and the speed is bigger, speed is faster, and we can live in a very easy and convenient life, more and more. This is my opinion of hot products. Thank you.
What are some major changes in people's shopping habits? Where do they shop most often? What do people most often buy?
Okay, Eva, I will share my shopping habit changes. Nowadays, because of the pandemic, people do not like to visit the big shopping chain. Instead of visiting there, people like to buy something through online. People shopping habit changed a lot over the years due to the pandemic and using easily by online. So this makes our life very convenient. As for my wife, we only we ordered most our items through internet. Moreover, the delivery speed is faster than before. So if we order the items in the afternoon, we can get the items the following day morning. Oh, it is, oh my God, what a convenient world it is. So everyone in the world, in Korea, enjoys the shopping with online. This is a big change in Korea. That's it.